So much innovative thinking is, of course, an individual activity. The inside of one man, the inside of one woman. And as trite as it might sound, creative people regularly identify the same places of privacy where they were alone when their great ideas found them. They were in the shower. They were just relaxing to sleep. They were in the car listening to music. Remember, a lot of the business leaders that I spoke to when I was launching my cellular company were saying, no, I don't want a car phone in my car. That's where my good ideas come to me, is in that privacy and that solitude in my car. So I urge you, again, to include quiet time in the most relaxing world that you know of, perhaps a relaxing presentation of nature, to find your creative ideas. So yes, much of innovative thinking is very personal and private so much of the time. But at the same time, organizations need more of it. And they are increasingly realizing that they need more of it, more original thinking. And so they must invite it, and to do so, most of them, many of them, will do so with scheduled brainstorming sessions. Now, the first time I heard the phrase, thinking outside the box, was from one of the most interesting guys I worked with, a fellow named Jim Protzman. We were partners at FGI, one of my marketing services agencies, and he was very much a cutting-edge dude. He was a Naval Academy grad, a creative thinker, a talented writer, a promoter of big ideas, and he and I were working on something together. This was 20 years ago, so I don't remember exactly the project, but I do remember when I heard that for the first time, when I heard that phrase for the first time, when Jim and I were working on this creative idea, and Jim said, boy, this was the sort of problem that demanded outside-the-box thinking, I thought, zing, zang, wow, yeah, man, that's who I am. I'm all about outside-the-box thinking. You've given a name to what it is I think I do. Let's do exactly that. Let's go engage in some outside-the-box thinking. Then over the years, the phrase became popularized, and folks stopped thinking about what they were asking for when they said, let's engage in outside-the-box thinking. And as I participated in idea generation sessions led by someone asking for more outside-the-box thinking, I saw that for most people, this was a source of confusion and frustration. For the problem with outside-the-box thinking is that everything else in the whole wide world is outside the box. And so the phrase on its own is a challenge to consider that everything is in play, and everything isn't in play, is it? We aren't going to sell the manufacturing plant to go buy a film studio. So we have this non-creative confusion that we create when we talk about outside-the-box thinking, of just what do you mean when you say to me, let's engage in outside-the-box thinking, because I might begin to consider the product's form factor. What happens if we make it bigger or smaller? But you're starting to think about price. What happens if we make it more expensive or less expensive? And over here, somebody's thinking about service support. And over there, somebody's thinking about reliability or color or any one of the hundreds of dimensions that could be considered. And with no more guidance than the challenge to think outside the box, how do I know if I found a good idea, a good direction, or whether I should jump onto yours?